Welcome to the Social Stack, your go-to channel for marketing tips based in technology for your real estate business. I'm Amy Stack, and today we're going to go over different ways that you can share your Keller Williams consumer app. For those of you who are new here, I just want to let you know that I am the Director of Technology Engagement. My primary location is in Glen Ellen, Illinois. I also serve the Downers Grove Market Center and help with a few other locations in our group. So today, like I said, I'm going to start with sharing my app screen. So I'm just going to hit share here. And can everybody see my phone? I see some nods. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to open the chat too. If you guys have any questions, feel free to unmute or type in that chat box. Okay, so I have just opened the app as a consumer would. And what's really cool is that your contacts, people that are using your app, will have the ability to share it on your behalf. And if you go in and set up an account for yourself as a user, you can also share the app this way. So the app, as we talked about in the past, is branded to you. So to get to that sharing section, we're going to come all the way down to the bottom right-hand corner and hit more. In here, you'll see the client's name at the top. Your account will be in the black information right here. And then if you scroll to the bottom of the page, you'll see an option that says share the KW app. And it has opened up my recent text messages. I have my option to airdrop for iPhone. Then you can see I can just open my texting app, my email, and connect to my Facebook account. So this will look a little different on Androids. Yet you'll still have the options to share any way you would typically share a photo or a text and email, something like that on your phone. I can also come down here and you can see I have a few more options there. I'm just going to open a text, pretend I'm texting myself. Oops, sorry, I hit email. We're going to open a text. I'm going to text myself. And you can see that this has actually pre-populated some information in here. So what is super important to keep is that first line right there. That is your custom branded app link. So this information below it is pre-populated so that it makes it easy for a client to share with somebody else, to put that information in there. And then where it says right here, demo MC655, that would say, Patty Hansen. And if you guys are sending it, all you have to do is go into your text message and say, hey, this is the app I was telling you about, or whatever message you want to put in there. So you can customize that however you want. You're just going to hit send. And then I think that went to my Ring Central line. Maybe I sent it to my email. I actually wasn't paying attention to where I sent it. Sorry, guys. Ooh, I can't even today. All right. Yeah, I think I emailed it to myself instead of texting it, but that's okay. I don't have that email on my phone. So what'll happen is the person, just like when you send a link to anybody, they'll get your message with that link. They'll click on the link and it will prompt them to go to the App Store or the Google Play Store. They can download the app, open it, and then when they come to this page, your information is already going to be branded in that black bar right there for you. Patty, you have a question?
Yes. Are we able to share that link with more than one person at a time, or is it individual?
Oh, so like share the KW app. So through this screen on my phone, I don't think that's an option. However, let's open that text message. I can go ahead and just hit copy here, right? I can copy the whole message.
Okay.
Then I can close this. I can just go into my text messages or my emails and type in, Patty, I don't think you're on my phone, but that's okay. You get the idea. So like my husband is Phil, right? My friend Zach. And I could send it to both of them at the same time.
I like that you have your husband identified as your husband.
Thank you. In case of emergency.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I forget. So that's a good question. Yeah, you could just copy that and open it in a text or an email and BCC as many people as you want. So maybe you're sending it to like a couple, right? A husband-wife couple or something, or friends, who knows? It could be an investment group, right? So that's how you share it through the app. Any questions about this screen and how to do it through your phone? Because I'm going to close out of this and we're going to go into command next. All right, it was pretty straightforward, nice and easy, right? I'm going to stop my sharing and we're going to share. Let's swing this screen over. Now I'm going to share my command screen. And that's this one. Everybody see command? See some nods? Okay, perfect. Just reopen the chat too, so don't forget you're welcome to use that. Okay, there's two things I want to go over for command. One is I'm going to do a website first. I do have other tutorials on this. You guys are welcome to check out my website playlist on my YouTube channel. But today we're going to talk about specifically how to add your app link into your website or landing page. So to do that, you're going to come down to the bottom left, hit consumer, and that's going to open up our consumer information. I want to create a new page. So to do that, I'm going to start in the top right, hit create a new page. And I think it'll be faster. I'm going to show you landing page first. Do you guys know what the difference is between a landing page and a page on your site? Anybody care to share?
A landing page is just a page that's a standalone, whereas your website can be added to, people can sign up, things like that.
Correct. So this landing page is not linked to anything else. Like you said, that was a perfect word. It is a standalone page. Thank you, Linda. And then your website is going to link to all of the pages that you've set up on your website. So we're going to do a landing page real quick. Just hit create page. You can name it up here in the top left. Just going to go my app. We've got lots of widgets on the right. I do have other classes on how to use this as well. So I'm just going to drop in my branded header. You'll see there's an option that says download my app. And so to bring these widgets in, you're just going to click and hold and drag to the left, release where you want it, and it popped right into place. So I grab the branded header, then the app, and I want to put a legal footer in there. And maybe I want to put a lead capture form. So you can use as many of these widgets as you want. Wherever that green bar pops up is where, when you let go, that's where that widget is going to populate. So here we have my app, my branded header, my app, lead capture form, and my legal footer. Always want to stay compliant, right? So now we have this information in here. Maybe I want to customize it a little bit. I'm going to hit this button right here that says configure widgets. You guys see that at the bottom right? Perfect. So we're going to hit configure widgets. And because I was clicked on the lower one, it started me on that last widget. So if you see up at the top here, it says legal footer, I can go back and I can see all of them. So I have my branded widget, or excuse me, my branded header, and I want to put a title in here. So maybe I'm just going to say, let's go mobile. I spell that right? Let's go mobile. And I don't want to change anything else that's in there yet. I have the opportunity to do so if I wish. I'm going to hit save and apply. Whoop, my brokerage name is a little too long. So we're just going to do this. Hit save and apply again. And there we go. Now you see we have that title up there. And I'm just going to switch to my next widget by hitting that right arrow at the top. And here we have the app. So I actually have the ability to edit all of this text that's in here and what's on the bottom. Excuse me, what's on the button here. So let's say I don't want it to say download the KW app. Maybe I want it to say download my KW app, or insert your team name here. So you can customize it there. You can change the subtext and you can change what's on the button. And your app link will load right in automatically from command, so you don't have to go hunt that down. This is the same link that you send through the text message. I'm just going to hit save and apply again, and you'll see those changes reflected on the left. And now that I'm ready to go, I'm going to hit publish page up in the top right and hit yes and update. Any questions on that landing page before I show you what it looks like? No? All right. So let's check out what that landing page looks like. On this consumer page, I'm still seeing my agent site information, but we made a landing page. So I'm going to click landing page. And the first one here, oh, I got to move my Zoom window. The first one here you can see is my app, and the status is green, which means it's live. So I can go ahead and click that link. There's my landing page. This is what the public would see. So you can share this link, which you can also get right from here. So you can share this link here. These three little dots will let you come in and edit it. You can customize the URL a little bit, or you can say, I don't want this to be live anymore and deactivate it. You can also do that by turning off this toggle right here. So now it's inactive. You can turn it back on and now it's reactivated. So that's how you make a landing page. All right, who wants to tell me how you could use a landing page like this in your business? And while we're waiting for that, Pam said, once it's live, can you edit it? Yes, Pam, that's when you click that three dots. Good question. We can go ahead and hit edit. We can come back in and edit any of that information we need to. Great question. Just gonna hit publish again. All right, what do we use landing pages for, everybody?
You can have it as part of your email signature.
You absolutely could. You can use it as an email signature. You can share it out as a blast email, as a text message. You know, you can share it any way that you wish. And it's just nice to be able to have all that information in one quick spot to go to. If you're familiar with using systems like Bitly or TinyURL, you can even make this a super short link and put it on your business card or something. Lots of different applications for that. So that's how you do the landing page. I'm going to close out of that window. And now I'm going to do, we're pretty much the same thing on the website. So let me pull up a sample website for you. If I remember the site correctly. Oh, I did. Good job. Okay, so here we have download our app. You can add this right into your website. So you can see now this app information, it's the same information on your website where people also have access to all of your other stuff like your home search. And if you're interested in learning more about how to add these types of pages, like I said, check out my website playlist on YouTube. And I think I do a video for almost all of these things. So that's a good little tip for building out that website. So let's say you don't have that app set up for your website yet. We're still going to start with that button that says create new page on the top right. So again, I'm in that consumer section and we're just going to hit create new page. This time, instead of landing page, I'm just going to choose on my agent site and create page. And again, we can rename it. And on the right-hand side, we'll again see that same download my app, same process, click, drag and drop. Now, because this one's on my website, it's already going to be branded to me at the top. It's going to have that legal footer, so I'm not going to add that extra information. I'm just going to hit the configure widgets button. And I can click on it to open it up. And let's say I'm on a team. I want to say our KW app, download our app. Apply those changes. Oh, maybe we want to put a capital O there. All right, so that looks pretty good to me. I'm going to hit save again. Yes. And now that page has been created. The next step you need to do is actually make it live on your website. So as you build pages, once you hit that you're ready to go forward, it will automatically take you to this page that we're on right now called Agent Site Pages. And you'll see a list of all the pages you've already created that are linked to your site. You can see I do have a website or a page set up for my app already, but we're just going to add it to show you the process. So to add a page that you've already created, so step one was create the page, which we just went over. Step two is make it live on your website. So to do that, we're going to hit this add page button. And this is why it's important to name your pages. I'm going to select app for class. That's the one I just created. We're going to go ahead and move forward with that. And right here, we have the option for our page title. So you see all these, it says why work with KWPP, mortgage calculator, about the schools. That is your page title. So that's what's going to show up in that dropdown when your clients click on it so that they know what it is. You can see I have one set up for mobile already that says go mobile. Maybe this one I want to say download my app. And this URL slug, this is the part that's going to come up after your website name. So this website is glenellen.kw.com. So there's going to be a slash, and the slug is what comes after that slash. And your SEO description is, if you are using SEO, go ahead and put your stuff in here. But just if you're not currently if you don't currently have a strategy around that, just put like a little sentence about what this page is. Right, something like that. Hit save. Now you can see it was updated successfully. And on the left-hand side, I now have download my app as an option here. And if we go to the site, so glenellen.kw.com, when I click on my drop down to see everything, so here's the Go Mobile that I already had. Here's that download my app that I just created. And that's it. That's how you add it to your site. It's all ready to go. When somebody clicks on that button, it'll take them right to their App Store or Google Play Store, and it'll be branded to you again. Any questions on that? No? Somebody unmuted. Do you guys have a question? No? Okay. Then I'm going to close out of this. The last thing I wanted to go over with you guys today is actually how you can set up a cool little smart plan to send this out. So who's used smart plans before? Anybody? I think I saw a hand go up. All right, do you guys know what smart plans are? Oh, Pam says she's used it. Does anybody know what smart plans are? I see a thumbs up. So a smart plan is an easy way to, there's lots of things you can do with it. In this case, we're going to set up some automated touches or touch reminders to go out on your behalf or to go to you to tell you to call somebody. So I'm going to go into the smart plan library. Well, I guess first we're going to go to the applet. So on the left-hand side, this little guy here that looks like a checklist with a cogwheel, that is smart plans. So we're going to click on smart plans. And there's actually some stuff set up in the library, so you don't have to create it from scratch. So I can go here to the library button at the top. I can just type in app. And we can see, oh, look at right there. There's over 33,000 agents using this smart plan that says promote my app. It's 5 steps. It was created by Keller Williams, and there's 3 touches. Let's see what those are. I'm going to hit view steps. So there's an email, a 1-day delay, a text message, a 1-day delay, and a second text message. So if that's the one I want, all I have to do is hit add smart plan. And I can rename it if I want to, or I can just go forward with this. I'm going to hit download. I actually have this in my library already, which is why this red, that little red message came up. If you guys have not downloaded it, it'll just download. And you'll follow the steps I'm about to show you. Once it's downloaded to your library, you're just going to go back to the My Smart Plan section. And all of your smart plans will be listed in here. So let me see where my app one is. Oh, I must have renamed it. Uh-oh. Just scroll.
Try your next page over.
Yep, I was going to do that if I didn't see it on here. Oh, I thought that was app, but it's APG. I've got lots of stuff in here. Can you tell we use it a lot? It's probably like my first one that I downloaded. Oh, there it is. Promote my app. Okay. So once you find it, when you pull in a smart plan from the library, it's going to end up being the first one when you go into My Smart Plans. I did this a while ago, so that's why it's so far down. Okay, so here's the one, promote my app. I'm gonna come over to the far right and hit the pencil, little set edit button there. And everything is laid out for me. So you can see I have step 1, send an email. Step 2 is a delay of 1 day. 3 is a text message, 4 is a delay, 5 is another text message, and then we have the end of the smart plan. So if you wanted to come in and change some of this, you can. So like let's go to the first text message. Hey, this is, and it would insert your name, Amy Stack with KWPP. Did you see that a neighbor listed a home in your area? Download my brand new KW app to check it out, and it's going to insert your link right there. So all of the blue text is something that's called a merge field, which means it's going to pull that information from the system for you. So then 1 day is going to go by and it's going to say, did you know that you can see all the cumulative stats about your neighborhood in my new app? Let me know what you think, and then put the link in there again. So that's just one example of the smart plan. You can absolutely edit this. You can create your own from scratch. I'm just going to go back a page. So if we wanted to hit create right here, custom app smart plan, well, I guess we'll just call it plan. I hit apply. So here we are doing blank slate smart plan. So you can see nothing's in here. So let's say I want to send an email, just going to tap send email. Then I have the opportunity to write my message. And to get those cool merge fields in there, if you want to put in, like, automatically drop in your client's name so that it's customized for them, you're going to hit this little F right here. That's your merge field. And you have a whole list of things you can put in there. So contact first name, and we'll put a space, contact last name. And then, you know, now that I think about it, I don't think I want to say, hi, Amy Stack. I think I probably just want to say, hi, Amy, right? You don't talk to people like that. Put your comma. You can continue to write your message. And another one of the merge field options is that KW app link. So that will automatically program your link right in there. And if you guys are on teams, you can set up smart plans like this for the team and tell it to send from the contacts assignee, which means that if it's a team in the team account and we're sending it at the team level, somebody is assigned to be the point person for that contact. So we could send this out to all the contacts in the team. And if Linda's the point person, we're going to send it from Linda. If Pam's the point person, we're going to send it from Pam. So that's a pretty cool feature. I see a question came in. Jackie, will the smart plan app be customized to each subscriber's neighborhood? So that depends on what you're putting in here. So anything that's in the blue is what is customized. The black is standard text. I hope that helps answer your question. If you're using like the monthly neighborhood nurture smart plan, that is connected to the neighborhood inside the contact. So that will be specific to that neighborhood. Good question. And then I do also have classes on smart plans if you guys really want to dig in and how to build these from scratch, but you can see I have set delay. Here I can add my text message. I can set another delay, add another text message. I could restart the plan if I want to. I probably wouldn't do that for this one, but maybe when I'm done with this, after I've sent that app out a couple times, I'll say, all right, well, I want to actually add it to a different smart plan now that this one has finished. So I can say add to smart plan and choose from all the smart plans I have in my library where I want that to go next.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
That's kind of related. I'm trying to do our first mass texting smart plan.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard from different Facebook pages about not sending out too many texts at one time. Otherwise, the Twilio number will be marked as spam. What is the magic number of not too many? We have 825 contacts that I want to get text smart plan out to.
That is a phenomenal question. I'm so glad you asked it. And I actually have several things to bring up for you.
Good.
One, is that when you are texting these people, first of all, you need to make sure that if you are sending out a bunch of text messages, do it in a manner that you're going to actually have the time to reply. If 800 people are trying to reply to you at the same time, do you actually have time to follow up with all 800 of them?
No, and the thing of it is though, my first one I'm told, because I'm told they'll get a disclaimer saying you can unsubscribe. Now I just tested it out on myself and I didn't get it because I'm assuming I have my agent's cell phone number, which is linked to his Twilio number in my contacts.
That could be it. Also, a lot of times it'll be the second message that goes out because they'll get your initial message and then a follow-up will be the disclaimer, which leads me into another really excellent point that will go right into your question is with texting, you need to follow the do not call list rules, just like all of the other, FSBO calls, expired calls, any cold calls you're doing. You need to make sure that you have permission to text these people so that you're not violating the TCPA Act. So make sure that you've got these people's permission to contact them.
And how would be the best way to do that? Because I've been Googling the do not call list and I'm sure it's massive. And there are vendors out there who will, if you pay them, and give them the contacts.
Good
How do
question.
you recommend?
Check with your market center. I know that ours in the E2P group, we all have a do not call list that we subscribe to. So check with your market center. And if they have one, they'll be able to give you the information to log into it. If not, they'll probably have a resource for you to go to where you can scrub your contacts that you have.
And they don't have either of those. So I think I'm kind of on my own. So I would go to one of those other sources and scrub my contacts.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
The hard number for the text messages is 200. And that is because the carriers see anything coming in over 200 at a time as spam. So they'll just block you.
Okay, that's perfect. This is so great. I've been working on this for the last 2 days. Perfect.
Awesome.
Okay,
Well,
so then another question with the smart plans, does it work right now to delay start them? So if I would split, it does.
yes.
Okay.
So that's a great question again. So what Pam is saying is when we do go send that smart plan, we'll have 3 options. We can send it right now. We can delay it to send at a different day. And the third option, which is what I'm going to recommend, is to actually do it in, I can't remember what it actually says, but you can send up to a certain amount per day. So I can break it down. I can put all of my 800 people on the list and say, okay, I really only want to send this out to 15 people a day. So it'll go out in batches of 15 at a time.
So it'll
Because
stagger
remember,
start. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. So
Okay.
remember, the whole point of these smart plans is to be able to build relationships. We're not trying to get rid of that client connection, right? So the smart plan is going to, depending on what you set up, it could send out an email on your behalf, which is great. Probably only a 20% open rate on that. It can send out a text on your behalf, which usually people open within 10 minutes and typically they have like a 90% open rate. So there's a big advantage to using text. However, if it comes off and sounds really vague, like it's a marketing text, people are going to unsubscribe right away, right? So that's why you want to kind of spend the time to make it a little bit more customized. And like I said, make sure you're leaving time to actually respond to these people. If I texted 800 people at the same day, of course, not all 800 are going to reply to me, but even if 100 do, I can't keep up with that. Can you?
No, understood.
Yep. So those are all really good questions. And I just want you guys to remember the models, right? And to make sure that you're humanizing the process, not just making it all computer-based. Those were some great questions. Thanks, Pam.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, and then I answered the question I see in the chat. And Patty, you have your hand up.
Yes, I was wondering, could you or would you recommend doing a QR code that would take you to the landing page for the app?
Yeah, you could absolutely do that. So maybe you're doing an open house and you have a sign-in sheet and you have a sign next to it. So you can, of course, do a virtual sign-in sheet, but you can have a couple of different pieces of signage around your open house, right? Have one to sign in, one to say, looking for more properties in this area, download my app today. You'll have access to everything that's on the market right now, right? And if you guys didn't already know, we actually have access to the US and Canada right now, and we're working on going outside of North America. So you'll start to see properties popping up for other countries as that becomes available. We're working with the MLSs across the world now. So that's kind of fun and exciting. And Patty, another thing that you could do, so you asked about the QR code, people could scan it, pull up the landing page. Another thing you could do is if you guys are using Linktree or Popple, you can program your app link right into the Linktree or your Popple information that pops up. So I know we've talked about Popple in a couple of my other classes. I'll be happy to share that information. I'll put it in the description of the video so you guys can get a discount on that if that's something you're interested in as well. Any other questions I can go over today? I know we covered a lot, but there's lots of fun different ways to share the app. So you don't have to do it all. I want you to, who has something they want to send out? Do any of you guys have a way that's your favorite from what we showed today?
I think for me, it would probably be sending it via text to individuals I already know.
And you can send a customized message with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are some benefits of the other ways? What did you guys learn today?
Having it on the website allows it to be kind of evergreen. It's not something that you'll have to keep redoing again.
Yeah. And who knows, if you have it on your website, you could get a new lead from that and not have to know the person first, right?
Right.
So that's a way to pull in some new content. And when somebody downloads your app, as soon as they create an account, that lead's going to pop right into command for you. So you'll know that somebody new has joined your system. Any other ahas for today? Or is anybody going to implement something that they learned today? I hope that's a yes. I see Linda nodding. All right, perfect. Well, were there any other questions? Because that's about it I had to share on how to get the app out there.
Can I just ask a general question? It's not specific to this.
Yeah.
Why did most of the classes that, whether it be by you or by anyone else in E2P, change from being an hour to 30 minutes?
Oh, I don't know. I started doing 30 minutes because I thought it'd be easier. Me personally, I thought it'd be easier to get on for agents to get it in their schedule, because you guys are all over the place all the time. Right? So 30 minutes is easier to time block for than a whole hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wondered.
And then, you know what I just thought of? If you guys want to stick around for a couple minutes, I can show you how to make a graphic to put on social media about your app. If you need to go, I totally understand. Anybody want to stick around for that? All right, let's do it. Okay. I didn't advertise that in the class, but I just was like, that could be a fun thing to learn since we're on this topic. Okay, you guys see my command screen again?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I am just going to go to designs, bottom left there. I'm going to discard my SmartPlan here. And I'm going to start in the bottom right, hit that big blue plus sign. We're going to go to social and hit next. So inside our social graphics, you can see on the top left, we have a button that says KW app. So this left-hand side is going to show us a whole bunch of different collections of graphics that we have. I'm going to hit that KW app, I'm going to hit my app. And these are all graphics that are specifically about sharing your app or talking about your app. Look, there's tons of them in here. So you can go through and pick whichever one makes sense for you. Hit use. And then you can customize it as you see fit. So for example, I'm going to move this a little. I want my logo in here. I probably don't need to change much else on this one. And let's call it class app image. And you can see it auto saved. I'm gonna hit done. Save again, never hurts to save twice. So I just customized that image a little bit. Now you could have downloaded it and manually gone to Facebook to post that on Facebook or, you know, Twitter, Instagram, wherever. So then what I'm going to do is actually go in through campaigns right inside command. So I never left. I'm going to hit create a campaign and I want social post. You can absolutely do a paid ad for this. I'm going to show you how to do it for free though. So we're going to hit social post. And then this is where we would put our text about the app, why use it, you know, why it's great for them to use. Then we have the opportunity here to upload a photo or a video or add a link. So I want to upload a photo and you can see choose from designs is already selected. So I can go ahead and browse my design library. There's the graphic I just updated. I just clicked on it and it's going to pop in automatically. So I didn't have to download it and upload it and do all the things, right? So while that's loading, you can see below. Oh, okay. I got a message that it's not ready to use. We just did that like right this second. Sometimes it takes a couple minutes to feed in. So if you've already done it, I'll try it one more time. Oh, there we go. See, I just was too fast for it. So give it a shot, or you can always download it and manually upload it if you want to. And I got to move my window. Here we go. I'm just going to make it square. And there it is loaded right in to my post here. It's going to ask to be compliant. We already have our logo on there, so I'm just going to delete that. And then I can choose if I want to schedule my post or publish it immediately. And you'll be able to select the page that you want it to go to. So if you haven't already connected your Facebook account, you can hit this connect a new account right here. And it will post to your Facebook business page on your behalf. Obviously, if you schedule it, then it'll go out when you tell it to, versus publish immediately means it'll go out right now. So if you hit schedule, that'll schedule it. If you hit publish immediately and then hit publish post, it'll go right now. Or you can hit save as draft and come back to it later if you're not 100% ready to have it go out. So like I wouldn't actually want to say about the app, why use it, but maybe I have to go on an appointment or take a phone call, right? Then I can come back to this, hit my three little dots, hit edit post. And then do you want to edit this post? Yes, I do. I can come back in and update that. That's it. That's pretty straightforward, right?
Can you post something like that on your personal page too, or strictly your business page?
Can you is the capability there? Absolutely. What I would recommend doing is posting it to your business page and sharing it from your business page to your personal profile.
Okay.
Just to keep you on the up and up with Facebook. We don't want you to go to Facebook jail. Now that said, you can also post these types of things on, you know, a LinkedIn page, Instagram. It doesn't have to be Facebook. That's just what we're showing today. So you can put it all over social. And that's my extra tip for you. That wasn't advertised. So thanks for playing along, guys. Any questions about that?
This was great.
All right. I see. Let me just check the chat. Yep, looks like everything got answered. So there's your extra bonus tip. Thanks for hanging around, you guys. Next week, I am going to do some social media specific. So it's not going to be in command. We're going to be going over just like best practices, how to stay consistent on social media. So that'll be next Thursday at 1 o'clock.
Thanks, Amy.
Good. Thank you.
I'll see you then.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.